On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
11. Black 80. 180. 21. 11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is taken at the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 22.
By 20! By 20!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
12.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
By 20!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the hookup here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now you got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds. Apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
65.
Here's Cannon. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Here we go. Brand 38.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
21.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes Montgomery now, the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check. No. Off. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go again with Cannon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Evans has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
66.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. And he's got room. Pushing his way inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check backer, check backer. 120, 180.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Black 80, 180.
third and long. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 32 that time.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the girl.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 64 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Cyrus Jones picks it.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Two. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams